What if just one teaching from Jesus could completely transform the way you live? Throughout his ministry, Jesus didn't simply perform miracles. He taught timeless truths that have changed millions of lives for over 2,000 years. His words continue to bring hope to the broken, peace to the anxious, and purpose to those searching for meaning. Today, we're going to explore 10 life-changing lessons from Jesus that every believer and anyone seeking truth should remember. These aren't just inspiring quotes. They are principles that can shape your heart, strengthen your faith, and change your life forever. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Put God first. Jesus taught that our relationship with God should come before everything else. Careers, money, success, and even personal dreams all have their place, but nothing should take God's place in our hearts. When we seek God first, everything else begins to fall into its proper place. Instead of chasing temporary happiness, we discover lasting peace through Him. Lesson 2. Love others, even when it's difficult. One of Jesus' greatest commandments was simple yet challenging: love one another. It's easy to love people who are kind to us, but Jesus called His followers to love even those who hurt them, disagree with them, or treat them unfairly. Love isn't weakness. It reflects the character of God. Every act of kindness, patience, and compassion points people toward Christ. Lesson 3. Learn to forgive. Holding on to bitterness only keeps us trapped in the past. Jesus taught that forgiveness brings freedom. It doesn't mean pretending the pain never happened or saying that wrong actions were acceptable. It means trusting God with justice instead of allowing anger to control our lives. Forgiveness heals the heart and opens the door for God's peace. Lesson 4. Don't live in fear. Many times throughout the Gospels, Jesus reminded His followers, do not be afraid. Life is filled with uncertainty. We worry about tomorrow, our families, our health, and our future. But Jesus reminds us that God knows our needs before we even ask. Faith grows when we choose to trust God's promises instead of our fears. Lesson 5. Humility leads to greatness. The world teaches that greatness comes through power and recognition. Jesus taught something completely different. He washed His disciples' feet and showed that true greatness comes through serving others. Humility isn't thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less and putting others before your own pride. Lesson 6. Trust God's timing. Many people become discouraged because God doesn't answer their prayers immediately. But Jesus showed that God's timing is always perfect. Sometimes waiting is part of God's plan. He uses those seasons to strengthen our faith, develop our character, and prepare us for blessings we couldn't yet handle. Never mistake God's delay for His absence. Lesson 7. Store up treasures in heaven. Jesus reminded His followers that earthly possessions don't last forever. Money, fame, and success can disappear in a moment. But acts of love, faithfulness, generosity, and obedience have eternal value. Live for what lasts forever, not just for what feels important today. Lesson 8. Prayer changes. Everything Jesus regularly withdrew to pray. Even though He was the Son of God, He spent time talking with His Father. Prayer isn't simply asking God for things. It's building a relationship with Him. The more we pray, the more our hearts become aligned with God's will. Prayer strengthens us, comforts us, and reminds us that we are never alone. Lesson 9. Faith can overcome impossible situations. Again and again, Jesus demonstrated that faith changes everything. Blind people received sight. Storms became calm. The sick were healed. The hopeless found hope. Faith doesn't guarantee an easy life, but it reminds us that no problem is bigger than God. Even when circumstances seem impossible, God's power remains unlimited. Lesson 10. Follow Jesus. Every day, Perhaps the greatest lesson Jesus ever gave was simply this: follow me. Following Jesus isn't something we do only on Sundays. It's a daily decision. It means choosing truth over lies, love over hatred, faith over fear, forgiveness over bitterness. Every day, we have the opportunity to become a little more like Christ. The more closely we follow with Him, the more our lives reflect His light to the world.